Hi all, welcome back to sixth part of this Selenium Hybrid Framework series. In previous video, we created a config.properties file and we kept all our variables in that file. We then created readconfig.java to read the config properties file, and we created object of this read config inside our base class, and then we use those values from the config.properties file. In this video, we are going to see how we can set the browser on which we want to execute our test. Till now, we have used only Firefox driver, and therefore we have simply given these particular statements to run our tests on Firefox browser. But what if we want to execute, say, it on Edge browser or onto the Chrome? So let us see how to implement those. And again, for this also we are going to use config properties file. As I mentioned in previous video, that if we want to add any new values, we simply need to add those values or variables in config properties file and read them through the read config java. So let us do that. I am going to use again browser, and this time let me keep it as Firefox only. So ff I am giving here. Now inside my read config file, I am going to create a new method, and I will name that method at get browser, and here I will write browser, which I have defined in properties file. Right, coming back to my base class, and I am going to declare one variable public string, and that will be browser is equal to conf is my object, so conf dot, and you can see here get browser, so I am reading that browser. And now inside my launch application, I am going to make some change. I am going to give if condition here, if so this browser dot equals, and if it is equals to ff, right? So this will be my code which is there already. Now what if I have different browsers? So let me quickly make these changes and write it here like this. Consider if I have a Chrome browser, then I will require this Chrome here dot Chrome driver dot setup, and here I will require new Chrome driver. Then if I want Edge here, then Edge driver, then I will require those changes here also, and Edge driver, and here also I will require Edge driver, right? So now here these drivers, it will take these drivers from the config file. Based on that, it will execute, so it will launch that particular browser, and it will launch the application and run application into that browser. So let us check whether this code is running. So what we have done, we have created one variable browser in config properties file. We read that variable through get browser, and then we are storing that value inside base class in browser variable. Okay, so let us execute and see how it works. So it will run on Firefox browser as of now. So it will launch the browser. So it has launched the Firefox browser, as you can see, and it has executed successfully. It will exit and the test is successful. Now consider if I want to change it to Edge. Let me save it, and I will execute my test again. Run as test ng test. and now it should open Edge browser and it should run our test on Edge browser. So see, it has opened the Edge browser, Microsoft Edge, and now it has entered username password and it will close the application. So the test is pass. And again, now if I want to run it on Chrome browser, I will mention Chrome here, and here again we have given that condition, so I will execute my test and I will run it as test-ng test. So now it should launch Chrome browser and open the application in it, enter username password and close the browser. So it has launched the Chrome browser, as you can see, and it has successfully logged in and it will close the browser. So this is the way how we can define, how we can declare which browser we want to use through the config properties file. There is another way also by which you can do that. You can do that through testng.xml file, and you can use a parameter annotation of testng. How that also we will see. But so basically it gives you the flexibility on how to define your variables and use those inside your code. So this is how we are running our code onto different browsers. So this was only the part that I wanted to cover in this particular video. In next video we will see how to create this testng.xml file, and through that testng.xml file how to execute our test. Up till then, bye and keep learning. Thank you.